Google just killed the Chromebook. Today, Google unveiled Googlebook, an Android laptop designed for Gemini from scratch. OpenAI shipped Codex inside Chrome. Anthropic published its Constitution as an audiobook. And Seedance 2 invented N64 games that never existed. 5 stories, 1 reel, all clips downloaded from X. Sources on screen. Story 1. Today, May 12th, Google held the Android Show I/O edition. The headline, Googlebook, a brand new laptop category. Running Android, not Chrome OS. Designed around Gemini from scratch, shipping this fall. Samir Samat, the president of Google Platforms and Devices, opened the show. The framing. The biggest updates to Android ever. Gemini intelligence, Android platform upgrades, and the new device category. Listen to him introduce it. The room knew what this was. The Chromebook era just ended. Read the feature list. Magic pointer. Select anything on screen, ask Gemini about it, set a meeting from a date in an email, visualize furniture from a photo, create my widget, describe a widget, meal prep, weather, fitness, get a custom widget. The friction between C and Act just collapsed into one cursor. Paul ran the magic pointer through real workflows. Watch the response time, watch the contextual suggestions. This is not a chatbot bolted to a laptop. This is the cursor itself becoming intelligent. PC Mag covered the killer feature, quick access. Your connected Android phone's file system appears inline inside the Googlebook file browser. The cross-device workflow that AirDrop pioneered and Chrome OS only partially solved is now one inline view. Anyone who has ever emailed themselves a file between a phone and a laptop just got an hour of their life back. Create My Widget extends past the laptop, phones, watches, home screens. You describe the widget in natural language, AI builds it and installs it. Apple shipped the widget economy in 2020. Google just reinvented it around language. Testing catalog summarized the platform layer, Android intelligence, a sleek redesign, multi-step task automation, Gemini in Chrome's new browser use mode, automated form filling, a voice-to-text tool called Rambler. Read what this is. Android is no longer a mobile OS with a chatbot. Android is now an AI operating system. Here is the bet. Chromebook is Google's back-to-school franchise. 12 years of K-12 market share. Googlebook is the bet that AI replaces that. If Googlebook ships at a sub $500 price point, it absorbs the Chromebook line. If it ships premium, it cedes K-12 to Chromebook. The pricing announcement is the real one to watch. Story 2. OpenAI quietly shipped one of the most consequential agent updates this month. Codex now works directly in Chrome, macOS, Windows, and the architecture is the part to read. Watch the demo. Multiple tabs, in parallel, in the background. Codex does the work without stealing focus from the tab you are actively driving. That is the architecture choice that matters. Every other browser agent locks the active tab or spins a new context. Codex spins workers inside tabs you already opened. Read the implication. The browser is now an agent platform. The foreground tab stays yours, the background tabs do the work. For developers, that pattern unlocks the workflow Anthropic and Google have been promising and not yet shipping. An agent that does real work while the human continues a different task in the same browser. Context switching cost just dropped. Story 3. Anthropic put 2 things into public circulation this week that, taken together, define a posture no other frontier lab has matched: the rulebook and the audit tool. First, Claude's Constitution is now an audiobook, narrated by Amanda Askell and Joe Carlsmith, 2 of the original authors, with a Q&A on the writing process, the philosophies that shaped the document, and how the Constitution might change as Claude becomes more capable. Read it on the page. Hear it from the people who wrote it. Second, natural language autoencoders. The premise. Claude talks in words but thinks in numbers. The numbers are called activations. They encode Claude's internal reasoning, but not in any language a human can read. Natural language autoencoders are a technique for training Claude to translate those activations into readable English. Interpretability through the model itself. Read the combined signal. The Constitution is the rulebook. Natural language autoencoders are the audit tool. Anthropic is the only frontier lab publishing both its values document and the technical research that lets observers verify whether the model follows that document. In the same week, that is the loudest possible statement of where Anthropic thinks the safety conversation should sit. Story 4, quick double tap on OpenAI, 2 more shipments this week, GPT 5.5 Instant in ChatGPT, and GPT Real-Time 2 in the API. GPT 5.5 Instant is rolling out in ChatGPT, smarter, clearer, more personalized, warmer tone, and more concise. The concise part is what users asked for. OpenAI listened, and in the API GPT Real-Time 2, OpenAI's most intelligent voice model, bringing GPT-5 class reasoning to voice agents. Listen, reason, solve problems as the conversation unfolds. Real-time collaborators. Watch what this enables. Story 5, the fun one. ByteDance's Seedance 2.0 is in the hands of creators, and the demos this week reshape what one person with a workstation can ship. Mark Gadala Maria posted this clip today, a 17-second Nintendo 64 game, console-accurate animation period UI, music that could have shipped in 1998. The game does not exist. Seedance generated it from a prompt. The game is called, quote, Dale's Prism Scale. Hours later, Sharon Riley posted this, a full energy drink commercial, GPT Image 2 for the visual frames, Seedance 2 for the animation, EMA Studio for the composition, early 2000s skate video aesthetic. The spot that would have cost $20,000 and 3 weeks 2 years ago. Shipped from one creator workstation this morning. Pull the 5 stories together. Google made the laptop intelligent, OpenAI made the browser an agent, Anthropic made the model auditable, and Seedance made one creator a film studio. Every layer of the stack changed in 1 week. The operating system, the browser, the model, the creative tool. The boundary between platform and product just collapsed. Builder takeaway, build for the stack that ships this fall, not the stack that shipped last year. Googlebook lands in the fall. Codex Chrome is already shipping. Seedance 2 is in creator hands today. If you are still designing for Chrome OS, for headless browsers, or for a video pipeline that requires a video editor, the gap to the new stack grows weekly. That is the May 12th briefing. Googlebook is here, Codex is in Chrome, the Constitution is on audiobook. Seedance is making fake N64 games, sources are in the description. For ANN Live, this is AI News Now, proof, not press releases.